Hello, I'm Roger Christian. Welcome to Taptivist. iCloud is a cornerstone of Apple's ecosystem. It's such a basic building block of iOS and has so many advantages that I really recommend it to all iPhone, iPad, and Mac users. Here's the introduction to iCloud on Apple's website. If you need to know more or have any concerns about iCloud, I'll be writing a more in-depth article for Taptivist.net shortly. For this video, I'll be using the latest version of the system, iOS 7. Don't worry if you're using an earlier version though, the process is virtually identical. Setting up iCloud is free and it only takes a couple of minutes, so let's dive straight in. Okay, to set up iCloud on your iPhone or your iPad, you'll need to go into your Settings app, and here it is. Tap on it to open up the app, get to your settings, scroll down a little way and you'll see the iCloud tab there. Tap to get into that. And if you haven't yet set up iCloud, you'll get this screen. You might already have an Apple ID, so enter that and your password to gain access. But if you don't have one yet, then there's an option at the bottom there, get a free Apple ID. So let's tap on that and get going. It'll ask you for your birthday, which is part of the security process. So I'll just select something random here, just for demo purposes, and tap on the next button at the top. Then enter your details. I'm just setting up a demo account here, so I'll just set Taptivist Demo as the name. Tap on the next button to go to the next. Now here you can choose between using your existing email address or setting up a new iCloud based email address, in other words an email address that will end with @icloud.com. I'll go with that latter option, so I'll get a free email address at the same time, so I'll tap on that, hit the next button to carry on. Here I can select the name that's going to be my email, so again I'll just make this a demo one. Tap on next to proceed. There's just a warning that you won't be able to change this, so let's carry on and create. And here you'll be asked to enter your password and obviously make sure it's a fairly secure one, nothing too obvious. Okay, I've entered my password, so I'll tap on next to proceed. Now it'll run through a series of security questions. Again, it's a good idea to select pretty secure questions here, nothing that anyone can guess too easily. So I'll run through these and I'll skip over it because obviously that's something that you can sort out yourself. And then we reach another screen, rescue email. It's asking for a secondary email address that you can use to help you recover any your password or any other details that you might need to. So that's a useful thing to enter, so I'll just enter an extra email address in here. And I'll tap on next to proceed. Yep, and I'll select the keeping up to date via email updates. You can switch that off obviously if you don't want to, but I'll keep that on. It's can be useful. The inevitable terms and conditions screen. You can select to send that by email or just skip that and agree. And the agree button's at the bottom there, so let's tap on that. And that's pretty much it for as far as entering details goes. As you can see, it's pretty quick, and the little spinny icon at the top there indicates that the account is being created. Okay, so that was pretty quick. It must have taken only 10 seconds or so to create that account, and it then slides you through to the general settings screen for iCloud and gives you this little alert message letting you know that there is some data on your phone which is existing, and gives you the option to merge various bits of data with your iCloud account, so you can go ahead and merge that. Okay, now it asks you if you want to use the location of your iPhone with iCloud. This is a pretty useful feature using location services. As it says there, it uses it for various things in the background, for locating your iPhone, and so on and so on. So it's quite a useful feature to switch on. If you're sort of a little uneasy about that, then go ahead and click on Don't Allow. It's something that you can switch on again later if you need to. So for the moment, I'm going to switch it on though. Okay, and once you've entered all that information, you're brought to this settings screen here, and that means that you're pretty much done. If you like, you can scroll through this list and see what is switched on. You're free to switch off any of these things if you need to, but really there's no need to switch them off. It's simply a backup system. All your data will be sent in the background without affecting the performance of your phone. So I'd recommend that you leave all these on for the moment. If there's definitely nothing things that you're not going to use on here, then you can switch them off at a later date. But for the moment, just leave them all on, so you can see that all your basic information, your mail account will now be set up automatically for you, contacts that you add will be backed up, calendar, reminders, Safari, bookmarks, notes that you make, your passbook, items, tickets, and so on. Keychain is switched off by default. That's a topic for a separate video, I think. Photos, it's very handy, obviously, to have your photos being backed up to the cloud, but that's another one that warrants a whole show, because photo management is actually a fairly complex thing on the iPhone. So we'll come back to that. Your documents and data, again. Those applications that use documents and data in iCloud will automatically be able to send that info back to the iCloud and back it all up. So that's all pretty good. Find My iPhone is a very useful feature. Obviously, as the name suggests, it now allows you to track the location of your phone should it get lost or stolen. So that's a very useful feature also. Okay, so that's done. You can just click on the home button now. Come out of that and you're ready to just carry on with using your iPhone as usual. Well, that's all there is to it really. That is the basic setup of iCloud. iCloud's designed to be a background service, and all backups and synchronization will happen invisibly. There's nothing more that you need to do yourself manually. As mentioned earlier, I'll be writing a more in-depth article about iCloud, looking at what it does and also crucially what it doesn't do. Many people assume that when they switch on iCloud, every last bit of their data is taken care of, but this isn't strictly true. I'll also take a look at concerns that you may have about security and privacy, so look out for that on taptivist.net.